Oh, Crow, that was rude. Jerks. Now, if that was the mirror, I'm gonna be very sad. I'm very sad now because of that. Hopefully Frog is just sitting right here. If Frog's sitting right here, we're good. Yes! Uh-oh. How did I not die? Oh, no, there I died. Oh, yes, cheese strats. What did I do? Did I break the boss? I guess you can't do that. Don't shoot at me. No, I said don't shoot at me. Because you have to get ready for blind and everything. Oh man, I missed my duck. That's all X is good for. Is using his small size. Oops. Yeah, sure, I insult X and then I hit spikes. That's just how it works. Oh jeez, get out of my way. That's where all the trolls were. I don't even know what I just did there. That was it? This is usually the part where I started dying. Yeah, like that. That was exactly it. I don't think I've actually posted a speedrun time for that, but I did time it, and I want to say my best time on that was like 26 minutes. Haha, you tried to shoot me, but you couldn't. I missed again. Right after taunting. Go! Okay, so now I can die at the boss. This is farther than I expected. Oh, well, there, you gotta jump there, don't ya? But Contra's so fun. Made it? Nope, guess I didn't make it. Alright. Oh no. Biscuit. Right, good evening, happy Monday, welcome to camp. Welcome in Jacob, welcome in Hammond, hope you're both having a great day. We've got a Link to the Past on deck here. Hoping this seed is over quickly. I don't think I usually even get started this early. Normally I'm not going by like 6:30. And we've got severe thunderstorm warnings headed our way. But my youngest daughter wants to sleep in the bed by next to my wife, so she should be all set. She was really excited when I said I was thinking of going to stream, so if I've got her blessing, I think we're good. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on this, just in case this seed is poo. Oh, I didn't want to open BizHawk. I was trying to get to my tracker. Close BizHawk. There we go. Alright, we've got the tracker. There we go. Let's say the timer didn't want to start. Tornado watch, okay, yeah, we've got one of those, and then like I can actually, we weren't supposed to start getting like thunder or anything until a little after 8, but I can hear it upstairs now, and when I looked at the radar, we've got like a little tiny band of thunder that's right over us. So hopefully your tornado watch stays a watch and it doesn't go into anything more aggressive. So with this seed, since it's a weeknight, we're doing starting boots and flute. Hoping to get done with this a little quicker, if possible. None of these 2-hour seeds. Ooh, 8, that is really, I was hoping for like 1 bomb, but 8's even better. Would have been even nicer if that was red 20s there on the bush crab, but can't complain about getting 8 bombs out of the tree pull. That's just 10 arrows. Beautiful. Why is the text-to-speech not leaving? Hey, Brawley, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Was really confused. I'm like, it's not supposed to stay up on the screen for that long. Yeah, hope your Monday's going well. So far, we haven't found a single item that was useful. Well, a bottle is nice, especially getting a bottle in before Kakariko or in Kakariko is really nice, because then you can just take it to the sick kid and you don't have to come back. Wow, I can hear rain outside from the basement. I know they were saying we were supposed to potentially get some pretty substantial hail. So hopefully that's not hail. Hey Emma, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Yeah, the beginning is pretty standard for me. I always start at Sank, I always go and do CAC. There's really nothing different that I do at the start of A Link to the Past seeds, unless I end up getting a bunch of, like, really fancy stuff. And start... Oh, the shovel! I guess we're gonna take a walk over... And a glove, okay. That glove is beautiful. Now we are just a moon pearl and a hammer, or a moon pearl and another glove away from Dark World access. Oh, this is your Friday too? That's even better. The best work days are ones where you don't have to work the following day. Another bottle. Okay, I was gonna say we don't have money to do bottle vendor yet, but then the game blesses us with 300 bucks. And a bomb refill. Update the tracker. Wow, I gave him 100 bucks and he gave me 20 back. Feel like that's Zora all over again. I have no idea why I threw the bomb there instead of trying to do a black hole chicken. Run is invalid due to lack of black hole chicken. Out of my way, kid. Okay, so those two bottles meant very little. I guess that Kakariko wasn't completely empty. That glove was there, and the glove is incredibly nice. A lot of times I'll put random stuff in there, and we had it was like an 80% chance of rain when I started, but since since this is A Link to the Past and you get a duck, I just said 80% chance of ducks. Welcome in, Mirik. Hope you're having a good Monday. It is Monday. Sometimes the titles make a little more sense. Other times it's just completely random and whatever my head comes up with. Tired, so our busy day at work today? Yeah, I'm very fond of randomness. I'm not very fond of having to go through race game without a sword just to get a mushroom. There's early mushroom and early shovel. There's a lot of fetch quests here. Oh, I forgot to mark down the shovel. Yeah, wires, that like any kind of electrical work is absolutely terrifying. So the fact that like you do that daily is just nuts to me. I mean, obviously you're trained and everything, but still. Yeah, swords are so 2025. Who needs swords? Actually, we're gonna go to Sank first. We've got the back of escape that we can do right now. And that's 3 quick items. I guess I could flute over to turn in the mushroom too while we're at it. Yeah, like I don't even like to take off the panel for an electrical outlet. That gets me all paranoid. Wow, that was completely useless. Did I just walk right by the item in there? Pretty sure I did. We're just getting the fetch quests out of the way here first. Wow, that is a lot of 10 arrows. A blue mail, that's not bad. $4,000 amps? Yeah, that sounds absolutely terrifying. Ooh, hook shot on desert ledge. So are those suits like the... Are those like the big, thick, grounded suits or whatever? Like non-electricity conducting suits? That like prevent you from getting fried if there's like an errant spark or something gets touched? I'd like to ABA here, but I need these bombs for Mini Moldorm Cave. Oh, they have the face shields too. In Hyrule, they need a business that's built around not scamming people, like Bottle Vendor and Homie Fish always do. Well, not Homie Fish, Zora. They're both big scam artists. How much does one of those suits weigh? Is it like really heavy? I feel like those would have to be like really thick and everything. Art piece, not exciting. More bombs. I guess we could have hit a Gina after all. Yeah, I'm guessing those can't really let a lot of air through or anything like that. They've got to be pretty... like... pretty sealed. Ow. Alright, we got 9 bombs to work with. Oh, sure, that didn't even hit him. There we go. Got him. Oh, I should have grabbed that full magic. 50 bucks, 50 bucks. Okay, well now we are definitely... Oh, wait. Oh, I already got that. We're definitely gonna go pick up the... go into that hole and get our 500 rupees for sequence breaking Zora. That's not even a sequence break. Yeah, hopefully there's like, you get hazard pay or something like that too, instead of just like normal pay. Because I feel like that's, even though there's hopefully safety regulations, that's still not exactly necessarily safe, or at least as safe as like some other kind of work. Like if you're working in a dangerous role like that around dangerous stuff, you'd hope that you would get paid accordingly. Hey Born, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Not too long, only 15 minutes so far. We are really trying to find something to go with here. A fire rod. That's interesting. I know yours really did have that half magic. I mean, that full magic that was over there that I ran by. Actually, I've got Moon Pearl, so we can skip. We don't even have to... We can go get the hobo here. Ooh, red mail. Probably not going to need that, but... Yeah, that's got to be kind of like tense if it's one of those situations where there's not a choice. Oh, good call, Atma. Thank you. Yeah, just a simple thing like dropping a like is very useful for helping YouTube decide that it's worth pushing out to more people. Come on. We can sequence break this. We can get Zora. Hey, Decents, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Let's see what we can get here. Maybe a freebie? Ooh, well, if we're getting free bottles of blue, we'll just use the red, too. Oh, not a problem at all? The book, okay. So that book is really interesting. Because I shouldn't have it yet. The book is not in logic until I find the flippers. And if I go running around and doing other stuff too much, I might end up getting out of logic, but we can... Actually, no, I don't know if this is a... Beating Lanmo with the fire rod, with how bad I am with that, is not... So I'm going to wait a little bit before we go into Lanmo. But we can get Hookshot. Holy crap, Vegas. 50th stream streak? Much appreciated. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Oh, not a problem, Mirik? Yeah, with an amusement park, that it could be a matter of like hundreds of people. Like it. So yeah, that doesn't seem like something where you can really take your time. It's like could be literal life or death for a bunch of people. Nope, just a buck. Let's see. Well, logically, there's not a whole lot left. I mean, it's Eastern. We've got Eastern, we have Saha's Closet. Like, technically, Dark Cross is in logic because of the fire rod. But I don't remember exactly where the torches are in most of those rooms. Oh, battery-powered guitar amp? Very nice. The only amps I've ever had were, like, fully electric, where you had to plug them in and everything. I've still actually got 2 of them in a closet in the other room here, but I think the guitar one is probably in pretty rough shape because that one had some, didn't look nor like it looked really gunky. Not sure how, but my bass amp was fine. Gonna run around you. I could be using bombs on this, but okay, that's the mitts. That's Dark World access. But I still don't have a sword. They want me to go into the Dark World with no sword? Yeah, Jason will do that. Even if it's a NECA, they like to fall over and cause a little bit of fear. Smack. We're gonna take this extra slow. Uh-oh. No, I didn't want to kill that one. Uh-oh. Well, now we have to use this. I was hoping to keep that thing alive so I could death warp out of here, but guess we're gonna take the long walk. Hey, tech guy, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. I wish I had a sword. I really don't feel like going into the Dark World swordless right now. It's also like, how much time do I really want to spend running around? Like, I could go into desert and get the hook shot, but then the hook shot's just gonna end up pulling me away from other stuff. And I guess I could, well, no, I don't even, if I had half magic, it'd be different. There is an item in there. Okay, rats. I hope I do get that sword. I really need it. Okay, no one's gonna give me a... I can't do this without... If I had a sword, that would be one thing. But I can't navigate that room in the dark without a sword if I don't know where the torches are. I mean, should I be going into the Dark World right now? I mean, there's Village of Outcasts, there's South Dark World checks, there's Smith Chain, there's the flippers. Okay, the flippers are good. That actually does put Desert Palace in logic. So that's really nice. But then we've also got the question of, is it actually... I mean, I've got 2 bottles of blue. Bottles of blue are effectively free because I can get them from the Waterfall Ferry. Not a problem. Oh, Desert Palace is the green pendant. Half magic or quarter magic would be really nice. Or we could just get a bow. Bow also very nice. Hopefully the 20 minutes goes fast. Okay. So we'll get a green pendant here. If I could just get a sword or a lamp, I'd go do Eastern after this. Already have those full. I have nothing for offense. You just need to get out of my way. Well, nothing for repeatable offense. Okay. Well, that is good to know, because that is our one item outside of the Triforce piece. Big key right up here, please. Yes. We don't have to get any other items here in Desert. Ah. So there is a unique item on Smith Chain. That is actually huge information, because I was not going to bother with Smith Chain, but now that I know that Smith Chain is a unique item, that will definitely be the priority after we finish Desert here. So Hookshot does open up a lot. Like, that opens up Death Mountain, and like Paradox Cave and stuff like that. $700 for recital fees and 4 costumes. The prices for that stuff is just absurd. As like a dance and cheer parent, ooh, I will take that. Yeah, especially for one-time use, that's wrong. Really glad I have the bow here, because I don't know how well I could do this without it. Hey, I never do a good land mow. That is piece number 1 at almost 20, at just under 24 minutes. Oh, so that's good. That at least covered a good chunk of the cost then. Yeah, I didn't hear the little cling sound or whatever it is because there was nothing. Wait, I can't do this with the hammer. Where's my duck? I need the hammer for that, so we have to go into the Dark World from here. Normally, I'd go into Skull Woods too, but... why is Skull Woods not potentially showing as beatable? What am I missing to clear Skull Woods? Oh, okay. We're missing a sword to clear Skull Woods. With there only being one item in Skull Woods outside of the Triforce piece, I'm not going to prioritize that right now. We're also not going to... this is so weird going into the Village of Outcasts and not doing blind. Now, like, if I run into, like, Burna or something like that, or even Samaria, we could potentially try to do blind, but... actually, first, let's go get Sea House, and I want to check... last seed, I forgot to scout Bumper Cave. So I want to go check Bumper Cave right away, too. I mean, even if I could just get a sword or a lamp, even a lamp would help. A lamp would let me finish Eastern. And technically, we do have the stuff we need to get into Ice Palace, but there's no hammer to get through it. As much as I'd like that container heart. By the time we can get it, it's probably not going to be worth anything. Okay, let's see. So we gotta get the bomb hut down here. Watch out for that guy. I rarely go into the Dark World without a sword. Even when I do inverted seeds, I always give myself a starting sword so this doesn't happen. But this is okay. Oh, this is mirrorless smiths. Oh, that's yucky. Actually, we're gonna go... I don't even have enough money for Dig Game right now. I was gonna go do Dig Game right away and then come back, because we can go back through that side, but... At least we got the arrow game. All you need is 20 bucks and you can basically get unlimited. If you want to do more than 2, you just have to leave after the second one. And you're looking for when the little octopus thing passes the second curtain from the right. Like the little line between curtains. Yeah, so the bottle vendor charges quite a bit. And it's still a better deal than the stupid monkey charging you to get into pod. Granted, pod is required, the bottle isn't, but still. I do not like Kiki the monkey. Whoops. I was gonna say, we're gonna have to listen to the guy talk now, but... It's pretty sad. Actually, the money's been pretty stingy. Let's do another round of the arrow game here. Actually, I don't really need more. We've got enough to get into pod. And bottles of blue are free, so I don't know why I'm doing this right now. We'll just do it once. Hey, Dimension X, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. So 396 is a good amount. All right, if we didn't know that there was a unique item here, I would not be bothering with it. But because the game told us that, hey, there's a unique item here, we're really glad I did check that hint tile. I'm not sure if anyone does. I know the flying duck likes it. Okay, what's our unique item? Quake, ugh. Can't even use that. Actually, on the if Meyer Shed gives us a mirror, that would be really useful. So I'm just gonna go here first and check Meyer Shed. And that is Bombos, so we cannot get into Meyer just yet. Oh, there's the money. Alright, so Meyer Shed was a dud. Sorry, Gary, we're gonna make you wait a little while. Because I just realized I've got Paradox Cave staring at me. stupid dead rocks. I had a beautiful hook speed. Oh yeah, we had to actually we just cleaned, like had our dryer vents fully cleaned not too long ago, and it made a huge difference. But no, don't need a red boomerang. I'd like one, but I'm not gonna spend like the minute plus it takes to get that. Oh yeah, a lot of like apartments or like colleges don't tend to take very good care of their dryers. No, I don't have the mirror. I was like, wait, I could go the other direction. We can. Even more money. It's so weird not having a single sword yet. That's okay, it's all gonna change right now. I said it's gonna change. Okay, well, the hammer, not a sword, but the hammer is perfect. That's actually the whole reason I went up here first. It's because I was like, man, if I can come away with the hammer, that's gonna make it a lot easier to get those South Dark World checks. That also opens up Ice Palace for us. That gives us Thieves Town and the Tower of Hera. And I mean, it technically opens up Ganon's Tower, too. We'll get Spiral Cave after this. Dead Rock, get out of my way. Okay, that's just a heart piece. Don't need that. Yeah, no Bumble Walls there. Map? Oh wait, I think to Hera Pot we actually need to grab this. Yeah, if they busted your AC, they should. I mean, summer's coming up. They gotta be fixing that. Some arrows are in the sewers. Okay, I'm just really, really hoping that our item is in this chest right here, and I can skip doing Hera Basement. Otherwise, we're gonna need to get the big key and come back to this chest. Bailed out. So that's our one item. Wow, that sounds like a terrible apartment complex. No, 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 no. This is probably gonna happen a lot. Forget how much more comfortable I am with this fight if I'm holding a sword and I can like get the spin ready or something. Got it. All right, so that is 2 Triforce pieces, well, and 2 pendants. Yeah, you mentioned that they just kind of barged their way into your apartment too. Well, not a problem, Tech Guy. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great ride home. Great ride home. So we'll do Spiral Cave. Then I think from the bottom we'll hit those, we'll hit the portal there. And we'll go into the Dark World. We'll do Dark Death Mountain stuff, but at this point, with no sword, do I really want to be... See, we've got Hookshot. Yeah, I've got everything I would potentially need to at least start doing a little of Ganon's Tower if I just had a sword. Oh, I lived in a place like that when that was one of the places I lived in college. They had like a door that was locked that went between the upstairs part where my girlfriend and I lived and the rest of the house where the landlords lived. Uh-oh. How did I screw that up? Repeat. Oh, wait. Why didn't I just do that? That was a nice waste of 30 seconds. And I really don't want to do Hammer Blind. I mean, Thieves Town is right there. Got Thieves Town, we've got the rest of Smith Chain, we got Hammer Pegs. There's South Dark World checks, there's Ice Palace, which is fully completable now, technically. Okay, half magic just made Ice Palace a lot more appealing. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go into Ganon's Tower without a sword. This is a terrible idea. I see Wu and I think Ric Flair from back in the old wrestling days. Well, that's fun. So there's always a lot to do then. If they got a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so we can't go to the right here without Samaria. And at least the hammer can kind of be used like a weapon. It's just got a really weird hitbox. I'm gonna take the heart piece. Those could end up coming in handy because of the whole no sword thing. Hey. Got him. That's one item. 2 items. Yeah, I definitely could get the red boomerang, but Hookshot does effectively the same thing. It can also be used to stun. And I think I can still make my way I can still get to Ice Armos. And technically, do I need a sword to get to the top again? Well, I need the big key. And I guess the real question is, do I want to even attempt the gauntlet? Like, well, half magic does make things a lot without half magic, but right now I got half magic and 2 blues. And an ether. Alright, we got 4 items in here. Even if it's a fighter sword, just let me see a sword. Blue boomerang, bombs. So if there's no big key in this front section here, we cannot even go, we can't even do the climb. Got it. I don't think these things get... Oh, they do get bonked by the hook shot. Oh, good. Big key. Wait. I should have walked out. I could have went back and got the big chest. That was a big mistake. Like, if the big chest has something useful... I don't want to be going all the way back through this just to get the big chest. Oh, no! It does... I forgot this is where you come out. That was pointless anyway, but still. Now I don't have to worry about that. So it would have actually lost me time if I did it the way I was thinking about. Hey, Kyoto, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. This is a terrible decision. I am not good at the climb even when I have a sword. So doing this swordless is just one of the dumbest things I've ever done in this game. Ooh, nice 10 arrow drop. I think I can do this. I've got fire rod, I've got bottles of blue. Yep, this is a terrible decision. I'm 45 minutes in, I don't have a sword. And I'm climbing Ganon's tower. There's so many things wrong about this. Am I even going to be able to beat the Wizrobes? Can you beat the Wizrobes with arrows? Or like hook shot or something? How did that miss? And that. Okay, apparently we can't kill those with arrows. Or maybe they just have a really weird hitbox. These, we're going to try to conserve our magic and use the pots. That did not work. Oh, I'll take that. I mean, so far this is working. Got it. Ow. Now I think we're definitely gonna have to use a blue here. Whoops. Yep. That's okay, I still got one more. All right, now I guess the real question is, how do I kill these Wizrobes? Can I use a bow? No, that was not what I intended to do, but it worked. Moose. That's right, I'm so used to just plowing through these things, because when you dash, normally you've got a sword out. But I don't have a sword to dash with. Ready, aim, fire! Oh boy, disappearing floor. Take the iframes. Okay, I gotta stop trying to grab onto that ledge. Okay. I think we gotta use the other bottle of blue just for health. It's really hoping to avoid doing that. But at this point, like, I'm so far in to the climb here without a sword that I don't want to die. I just want to get my item. I want to get my other Triforce piece and then be gone. Oh good, got the one that gives a key. Oh, a third bottle, okay. And okay. Really, game? You're gonna put the lamp there? Hey. You know, a health refill there would have been really nice. Okay, the question is, can I beat Moldorm 2 here? Okay, that was nice. And that lamp means we're also good to go on, we can go get Gary. We can go do Eastern. But before I do any of that, I want to go refill my blues. Thanks, Atma. I'm actually very pleasantly surprised in myself that I was able to do Ganon's Tower without a sword. And like, technically, we could also do Pod here. There. Right, I think what we're gonna do, there's a couple high density areas I have not done yet. in the Dark World. We're gonna get Hype Cave and, well, Hype Cave and Stumpy. And then from there, I think we go Pod Eastern. As much as the thought of doing Pod without a sword is kind of scary. But I have a lamp. Thanks for the GGs, Jacob. So yeah, we're actually going to walk around this way first. Because we're going to go get Stumpy, and then we're going to turn around. So I've done everything else over here. Yeah, like, no one's got swords. I mean, I could very well have, like, 6 or even 7, potentially 8 Triforce pieces without a single sword. Oh wow, Mire and Turtle Rock, so we're probably not going to be getting that. Actually, why would I do Ice Palace right now? I don't have Samaria. Yeah, this is just... I don't think I've ever went this long without a sword before. I keep going to all these high density areas, just thinking, okay, a sword, there we go, finally. I was starting to worry I accidentally made a swordless seed. Okay, that also opened up Skull Woods now. Oh wait, I can't mirror back. I was thinking I was just gonna mirror out a pod here. But I can't just mirror out a pod, because I don't have a mirror. Alright, I'm not going to do Homey Fish, but we will take a quick peek at... Pyramid Ledge. Okay, really glad I looked at Pyramid Ledge. That's a huge find. Now, like, Helmasaur, no longer a concern. So let's see, we've got this. So we're not going to be at 5 crystals at the 1 hour mark, but we're going to be in really good shape still. After this, we can do Pod. We've got Thieves Town. We got Skull Woods. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'll get us to 8. Ice Palace would be 9. And I guess if it was between finishing the game and not doing it, I would do Ice Palace without Samaria. And then we'd just be missing a mirror to get into Skullwood to Swamp. So technically, mirror is like our go mode right now. Oh, having no Cane of Burna or Cape for Ganon? I mean, for Ganon here, I would definitely want to go and get that red mail before we fight Ganon. Because red mail is on Lake Hylia Island. Oh, that's actually good. A piece of heart. So we know that purple chest is a piece of heart. I almost did that earlier, too. Yeah, I was seriously starting to wonder if I had accidentally made a swordless seed or if we were just never going to see one. And I still need technically one more to finish the game. You have to have 2 for Ganon. Ooh, our arrow count is a little low, so let's grab that. Jerk. All right, all keys. Not to be confused with the Zelda 2 category. Hey, I think that might be the first compass I've seen all seed. I mean, now can we have an item? Like, an item that's not a dungeon item. Okay, the big key, we do need that. Okay, so every single thing here is in the back. The Schwartz. Why does that make me think of Spaceballs? Ow. Oh, no, that wasn't a ball. I thought I bonked. Okay, get out of my way. That's right. I was bumping into that thing thinking I didn't have a sword to kill it. What was that? You were supposed to shoot the arrow there. Oh, it is from Spaceballs. Okay, that's why it made me think of Spaceballs. Wow. Alright, so we do have the big key, so we can go this way. Well, that's item number 1. Okay, I'm not going to argue with the extra hearts at this point, because I'm already trying to prep for a Master Sword Ganon at the end of the game. We still got 1 key and 2 more items back here. Or is it 2 keys? No, 2 keys and 2 items. Because Pod has 6 small keys that you find. Alright, just 1 more item. And I don't even really need money. I can get all the blue potions I need for free. Alright, so Harmless Hellway has our last item here. Just give me the mirror. The mirror would be perfect, because then I could just mirror right over to Eastern. It's not the mirror. No, we're gonna have to do this the long way. Go, go, go. Hurry up already. So I guess technically Samaria would also be go mode. Because that would get us, into Mire. So we're looking for a sword in either Mir or Samaria. Either one would be fine. And killing those things with the hammer sucks. Oh, good. Giving a cat insulin must sound so bad, like so difficult. Unless the cat's good at like getting shots or something like that. At least I'm assuming it's a shot. And 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. No, you moved! Stop moving! Now we're just gonna go to that side. We don't even need this crystal. Actually, I'm going into Eastern. Why am I even grabbing health? We do not need health to go into Eastern. I mean, Homie Fish is kind of looming large up there. We've also still got Gary. I mean, it's very possible Gary just ends up spending the rest of this seed in the dark. I wonder what happens at the end of the game during like the credits if you don't actually get Gary. Does he find his way out? Because we might be figuring that out with science here. She likes to sneak their food. Ooh, that's good to get. Yeah, you gotta watch those glucose numbers. That's in like cats, humans. Well, I guess we're just going that way. Grabbing that heart doesn't really matter that much. There we go. That is not... Oh, Myers Bombos. That's right, so we still need Bombos tablet. That does open up the other remaining checks in Ganon's tower, though. Really don't want to go back to Ganon's tower, though. And I guess if we do, we can get Gary. Okay, just have the big chest be the other item. I don't want to go all the way around to the right side. Biscuits! Always have to go to the right side of Ganon's tower. Yeah, medication for like anything is so expensive right now. And it doesn't need to be. You shouldn't have to choose between like food and medicine. Alright, if we had to go all the way over here, at least have this be progression. Or just $20. I mean, that's fine too. Game, really, I didn't want to have a good item there. I was really hoping for trash. Okay, we should be here at like 109 or something. We should be out of here. Piece number 6. Let's see, where to next then? Well, I think it's got to be Skull Woods and Thieves Town. Actually, we'll take the full health refill here. Oh, I definitely... Like, when I got Zelda and Lorelei, it was because we were too young. My girlfriend at the time and I were like, we're too young to have kids, but we need something. And her family's cat had kittens, and we got Zelda and Lorelei. And they were basically, and then I took them when I graduated, and they were both almost 20. Well, Zelda was 20, Lorelei was almost 20. And they were basically kids to me. I had one comment pop up on YouTube where I think it was someone that came into a live stream, like, I want to watch this, but I can't stand a grown man talking to his cats. It's like, well, then I am not the person for you to be watching. Because if like if one of them walked over, I would have to acknowledge them. And Lorelei would usually walk over and knock something off the desk because she wanted to make sure I was paying attention to her. I read Frankenberger as Frankenberry, which was good stuff. Not as good as Count Chocula, but still. Okay, I just want to go... Wait, we gotta face this way. This is too far down. Yep. Nope. Is that gonna make it? Yes. Oh, well, that's actually really good. Getting the key there is worth it. Because now I can just go like this. Smack. Just give me the item. Quarter magic is a good one. And that is our item in here, so we can go straight to the back now. Oh, is that from the band Danzig? If I'm even pronouncing that right, I just remember seeing them in Guitar Hero. Oh, I was better off dead. Hopefully it was better than being dead. Got it. See, after this, we will go into Thieves Town. We can just skip all of this stuff. That quarter magic is a big find, but we still need either a mirror or bombos. And another sword. I keep forgetting about swords. Stay away from the spikes. Coward. Alright, we are going to take this. I want the full health, because we're going right into Thieves Town next. Oh, Dark Cross is still available, too. I did never go to Dark Cross because I didn't have a sword or anything to get through the dark area. So there's like a couple checks that I would normally have done right away in like Gary and Dark Cross that haven't been done because I just didn't have a sword to navigate the dark room. Well, I have one sword, but I still need one more to finish. Oh, will do? Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Actually, no, we're already here. I was gonna go back and do hammer pegs first, but it's not like Blind is a boss that actually has... You just have to do 9 hits. It does not matter what your 9 hits are done with. So this is gonna be a little awkward doing this without, like, no cape, no Burna. Usually I've got some better safeties for Blind, but this should be enough health. And before Ganon, if I only have a Master Sword, I think I will, if I have the mirror, I think I will go grab the red mail. Just to be careful. Alright, that's one item. And of course, yeah, that had to be the big key. Ow. Trying to conserve my health here. Oh man, I can't even use the cape to sneak through. Like the cape or Burna to sneak around in here. We'll save the heart for our way back. Because there's the spike room coming up here. That could be problematic. Unless we get the God Pixel. I did not. I'd even know how to line that up. This is where my health usually goes when we get to this point. Is that room if I don't have a cape. We still got 2 items plus the Triforce piece. Okay, Burna. Ow, now we got 1 item plus the Triforce piece, and Burna is really useful for Blind. Especially with quarter magic, or even half magic, that Burna makes it so Blind can't hit you, but the little swirly thing can hit Blind. That was close. Ow. Actually, what's the stun prize? Full magic is really nice, but I was kind of hoping for hearts there. Hearts would have been a great stun prize, especially now. Alright, just give me the item in here. Don't make me go back to the left. Ow. Perfect. Alright, so now all we have to do is get to Blind. We've got Burna, so this will be free. Oh, Noodles definitely sucks. I'm looking for Giant's note. It was very, very clear about that. I think it just said, you suck, Noodles. One, two, three. Oh yeah, we got more than enough time for this. All right, that's piece number 8. And I am still missing swords. I mean, the fire rod with quarter magic does make Cold Stare basically a pushover. I'm gonna say the dryer is done. Okay, there we go. I could have done this earlier. I did not, but that is fine. I guess the real question is, what do we do if there's not... We need either Bombos or the mirror in Ice Palace. Or I guess, technically, if Turtle Rock is not also Bombos, an Ice Rod would do it. Or the Ice Rod could be in Turtle Rock and I could have to go into Turtle Rock. There are just so many really terrible options here. Like, kind of isolated stuff or stuff that takes a while to get to. And that's making me a little bit nervous here, but we have 2 items, a whopping 2 items in here. That is not a that is just a dungeon item. That doesn't count. Stupid pen gators. You know, when you came down here last night, or last time, I was doing this exact same part. It was on Icebreaker last time you were down here. And it is again, oh, you brought your grilled cheese wormy downstairs?
Are you so done?
Yep, one sec, just let me finish this.
It's cold and I'm trying, I did Mama's hair.
Oh, that's very cute.
Not the best.
What am I doing wrong?
I'm freezing.
You're freezing?
Yeah.
Well, here, if you want to back up, I can show the wormy. She's got a grilled cheese wormy.
And so I cleaned my room yesterday.
Yeah, she did a very good job cleaning her
It
room.
looked like a tornado went through
It did look like there was a tornado in the room. It was rough.
And then I cleaned it off.
There we go.
Without Mommy or Daddy asking me.
Yep, it was very nice.
Took me like 2 hours.
Yeah, it was pretty long, wasn't it?
Most of it was Sissy's clothes, though.
And then you got that really cute shirt of your sister's that you can wear to school.
It's mostly a sweatshirt, but I don't really know which one I kind of wear.
Yeah, it's an either or.
Yeah. The storm's supposed to come later, so I'm not gonna sleep in Mama's bed until later.
Oh, you're gonna go in there later if you need to? That's a good idea.
Alright.
Alright, love you, sweetie.
Love you too.
Sleep good, sweet dreams. I'll see you tomorrow.
Sweet dreams.
Maybe? But that was very not normal for her to clean her room without a big fight. And I don't like seeing that ice rod there because that means the only dungeon that is potentially available is Turtle Rock. And Turtle Rock is really long. And that means we can also pull Ped. Oh, this is so bad. Like, what do I don't want to go pull Pad. Going back to get whoops. Like going into Ganon's tower for 5 items. We got Spike Cave. There's Turtle Rock. Guess we're gonna go get Gary first on our way up. But at this point, I have to go to Turtle Rock. If it's Bombos, then we're on a Bombos hunt, or we still need to find a mirror. Either Bombos or mirror. Or maybe we'll just find the mirror here. Could it be a... Let's go. Well, we got a mirror shield. That's kind of like the mirror. And I really don't like going to Turtle Rock here, but that's the only option. And it's a very slow option. Wait, we need to go in the light world for this. Wait, if we're going to the light world, why don't I just go like this? I mean, maybe Turtle Rock could give us another sword or something. So let's... Hey. Alright, can we go into Turtle Rock? I guess if we can't go into Turtle Rock, then I gotta go back to Ganon's tower while we're up here. Just because that's 5 items and it's the closest thing I have. Nope, it's Quake. Well, I guess if we're going to Turtle Rock, if you've got a jam emote, get it ready. Because we are going into the best MSU track in the entire... Well, in the MSU. Unless that said, like, the mirror is here. If it told me where the mirror was, I would have just left. And if you're gonna make me do all of Turtle Rock, the least you could do is give me a sword. cape would also be kind of nice for the Ganon fight. Now you gotta walk. Oh good, I was worried. I figured that thing was gonna electrocute me, because they love to do that. Alright, 2 small keys. So we're really just 1 small away. Well, 1 chest small, not 1. That was a bummer. Right, now how do they do this room? That'll do. I still got bit once, but we got the iframes. I mean, it's very likely that, like, Homie Fish or Dark Cross have a sword, or probably maybe the mirror. And I could have been done with this seed like 20 minutes ago. Well, not 20, but probably like 10. There we go, okay. I will take that. Ganon fight just became incredibly easy. Alright, we can't even do Mimic Caves, so... because you need a mirror for that. Almost walked right into the pit. Okay, we're getting towards the end of this terrible place. Whoops. There it is. You'd think I'd be able to do this room in the dark, because I can get through... I, like, know the order you're supposed to hold things, but without being able to see, that causes me so many extra problems. Alright, so we do need 1 key here. Unfortunately, this is the only place you can really skip in Turtle Rock sometimes, is Laser Bridge. And if the mirror was earlier here in Turtle Rock, like if it wasn't way at the end, I probably would have left and like done Swamp or something like that. Because Swamp is a lot faster than Turtle Rock. Is it this way? At least now I don't have to worry about getting any... Like, I think I should be fine with 2 bottles of blue for Ganon. What? Well, that was uh-oh. Let me get to the menu. That was almost catastrophic. I missed the one shot. Now we've got to deal with this thing having ice on the floor. So not as clean as I would have liked, but... definitely not as clean as I would have liked, but it's down. Probably should go get a couple bottles of blue. Hey all, thanks for the good luck. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Not even gonna pick that up. We are just about to go whoop Ganon. Kinda wish this would have been like 10 minutes faster, because if it was a little quicker, I think I could have convinced myself to do a Super Metroid Seed 2 tonight. But with it being 8:10, those potentially taking 2 hours, and me having to get up at 4:30, don't know if that's the greatest idea. I keep telling myself, well, maybe it's only going to be like one of those hour and 20-minute seeds. And then you'll still be getting to bed at like 9:40, or you'll be done at 9:40. But what if it's not? What if it's one of those seeds that I can't figure out the logic? Oh, then I'd have to hook up my my NAS. And that's yeah, I don't like to swap between NES and SNES in one night. Now, if I played on like emulator on PC, then that could work. Got him. But we will be hopefully doing wheel spins on Wednesday. There we go. Don't keep teleporting, you coward. Uh-oh. That's really bad. I knew that was happening. As soon as I ended up getting that fire, I'm like, okay, I can't reliably get over in time. And I guess I could have just not worried about the torch glitch. That would have been the smart thing. Because when you've got tempered and silvers, the torch glitch is a lot less important. And now, like, basically, if I wouldn't have screwed that up, we'd be done right now. But now I have to go do this whole thing again. Okay, I think we got him. Well, I mean, there's still the possibility I fall off the edge again. Into the abyss. Alright, now we're good. Gonna go over there, he's gonna throw the fireball. We're gonna get the torch glitch. We're gonna somehow miss that double. $138, still not bad though. Yeah, I think we should definitely have bumpers here. Could definitely use a few bumpers for that. Thanks for the GG's, Kyoto, Jacob. Thanks for the GG's, tech guy. Don't know. Thanks for the GG's born. I can't decide. Like, it's 8:15. If I can finish a Super Metroid seed in like an hour and a half, we're good. But I can't guarantee I will finish it in an hour and a half, which is the problem. I mean, I got such an early start tonight, though. Thanks to the GG's Owl. Because, like, I normally... Like, I had just assumed I was going to be done at the... after Ganon, but I'm, like, looking like it's 8:15. It did. Yeah, that's right, because last time it kept, no, 157, that's not terrible. Last time it kept us like, oh, here's a really close map, lol, no. You know what, I'm gonna do it. We'll be right back. I'm gonna get us, I'm gonna try to rush into getting a Super Metroid seed going here. What do we need to set that? Audio is 13. I'm just kind of rushing because normally I'd have everything getting set while I'm going here. And I don't have that right now because I was not... This is a terrible decision. I should not be doing this. But I am going to do it. Alright, there's our map rando seed. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get Super Metroid going and we're gonna run like heck. Alright. I think this is everything that I need. Oh, I probably could... Where's my tracker? Move this over there. Turn that off. Alright, here's the tracker. Why am I doing this? This is a work night. This is a terrible idea. All right, let's get started with the regret. I should not be doing this. Never do a double rando on a work night. Is this the is this ship? Oh no, this is West Ocean. No, what? What? This is, I have never seen that for a starting spot before. Okay. I know exactly what it wants me to do now. Uh-oh. Yep. Wait, I need... Supers don't help me here. Because I need Morph to get over there. Right? Yeah, I do need Morph. But those are bombs. That's good to know. Wow, that map is far. Okay. So we can't go this way. So we got our space jump. We got our super missiles. Now we gotta go this way. Really, game? That is rough. If I want to go back through the other way, I have to go through the baby. How far are we going to keep going? The map is in the opposite direction. Oh, okay. Space jump gets us up there. Ooh, a tank. Well, my PB in Metroid is 1:02, an hour and 2 minutes. I don't think I'm gonna top that. Oh boy. Thank you, Respin. We are gonna take a save here, though. Can't do that, so our only options are down left or top right. Actually, what are the objectives? Well, every no objective, random objective seed I've done has had Metroid 4. 2 of them have had Kraid and Ridley, and 2 of them have had Pit Room. So unfortunately, having to beat Ridley changes quite a bit. This is Sleepy Robot. We can't do this room yet. So we're actually gonna do this. Wait, this goes through. How did I not notice that? Goes into another zone, though. This is the part where I end up getting myself stuck a lot. It's like, do I go into the other zone, or do we go back this way and do this? Welcome back? No, well, I guess we can't do anything more there except grab that extra energy tank. So unless I am missing something... Yeah, I can't get that without more. Last seed I did, we were really... The morph was in a really awkward spot. And that seems to be what we're getting here, too. Wait, can I? Okay. Baby Kraid does die to 1 super. That's really good. Uh-oh. Well, I know what they want here. And I shouldn't make that face. Varia's suit is a great find, but... Nuts, do I keep doing this? Or do I go back? I feel like I gotta go back and go through that heat room. Oh, geez, I have to open the door from this side, too. That's lovely. Yeah, they definitely want to do some face hugging. So I guess we've got the pivot here, if needed. If this ends up being a dud, this is the wrong way. Wait, I've got the top right here. Where was the heat? Oh, the heat was all the way back there. Maybe we can go up through here and not have to do baby room. Because I always question when the game gives you something like Varia, especially early game, it wants you to take that and go somewhere that was blocked without that item, and then continue on from there to get your next item. So I feel like maybe I should be going back here through the heat. And hopefully our progression will be up here somewhere. I mean, that would be nice if I... Oh, I'm gonna have to get... Okay, so Morph will probably be over here. I'll have to go get the bombs and then go back over that way. So those two are going to connect. This is bowling. I mean, technically, I can cut through here. Nope. Can't get that either. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's beautiful. We took the dogs for 2 walks today. Is this a dead end? I'm gonna try one thing. I don't think just having space jump lets you do this. I thought it was... Is it space or screw, or do you have to have the... do you have to beat Fantoon? I don't think I can get this to wake up. Well, even if I can get this to wake up, that wouldn't change... Ah, yeah, that's right, no morph. So that was wrong. We have to go back this way. And we gotta go up. So that whole little detour there, pointless. But I just assumed, hey, since I got Varia, I've got to go follow the Varia suit. Do we want to go left or right? Well, left takes us closer to the map, he says as he goes to the right. Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, this is why, yeah, definitely go to the right there. So now the morph ball can take us back to get bombs, all the way back. And then we can get another item way back over in bowling. At the bottom of bowling when we have bombs. So I guess I should have just continued over that way. Actually, let's take the health refill. So I gotta go all the way back over there to the starting point to get the bombs. To come back around. Wait, can I even... See, I think what I'll do, I'll get the bombs, I'll go up through, I'll get the bowling item. Just in case, and then I think maybe we go down. We go down in West Ocean. Yeah, we know this is bombs. That didn't work. I have to use another super to get out. Alright, so we do have some form of explosives at least. Alright, now where was bowling again? Bowling was up here. It would be kind of cool. Yeah, that's right. Baby Crate is actually just Bob. I like that. Wait, what? Oh no, this is right. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, wait. So Screw Attack takes me through those walls over there. And frankly, so do the bombs. Like, part of me is just like, hey, continue on over here. But I know there's a door right there that I need Screw Attack that well, bombs or Screw Attack would get me through. It's kind of like, I feel like I should be going back in that direction. To get whatever my next item is going to be. Hopefully it's another progression item. that will allow me to open, because I still have, it's 15 minutes in, I haven't even tried to sniff a map yet. Like, I basically just been following a, oh wait, we should grab a save here just in case. Okay. Leroy Jenkins is one of the funniest videos I've seen. Even still, I love that video. I love Leroy Jenkins. Wait, do I need power bombs for this? No, I don't. You just need to not burn. Come on. So that was nothing. And I guess I could take bombs through the bottom of Bubble Mountain here. I could get through it that way, but I think we're just going to go back and try to start heading towards that map. Because there is another item down there in West Ocean. Like, do I keep calling that East Ocean? It's West. I'd really like to slap the map at this point for being... We've seen two maps now, and neither of them are, both of them are in pretty rough locations. All right, what do we got here? And power bombs, that's actually not bad. It's our first power bombs. Right, so we can go that way. Or we can go to the left and hope we run into we can get to the map. So I'm gonna go to the left. Wait, why am I shooting those things when we can just plow into them with screw attack? Uh-oh. Man, I really don't want to go all the way up there. Uh-oh. Get out of there. So that is what we call a filler major. And I guess... Uh-oh. Gotta be really careful here, because those key hunters will hit like a truck. Guess we maybe keep going this way? I mean, it's possible we could end up having like a down elevator or something here. Get out of there. This will be our first missile pack. Okay, if this is toilet or something... Toilet, please, toilet. Okay, it's still an elevator. This could be fine. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with how the space pirates work. Is this gonna be Fantoon? Please don't be Fantoon. Yes. Holy biscuits! Oh, there's a Croc major down. So Croc's got a major. How big is Meridia? Oh, that other Meridia door comes is right next to the map. How do you get to that? Okay, but that's gravity locked. But we've got majors galore. Speed booster, always like to see that. Spring ball I could go without probably, but grapple. So really speed booster was the only interesting major there. But now we've kind of reached the point where every other major we find is going to have some use. It's either going to be, well, except for Spazer. We don't need to worry at all about doing Dragon. Because Dragon is not a required objective. Wait, why are these lit up? These need to be not lit up. Wait, is this the room I think it is where you got to do the well, I'll have to do a horizontal shine spark. No. I mean, I don't like this room. It's very slow, but at least screw attack. Hey. These things hurt way too much. But at least screw attack means I'm not sitting here for like 10 minutes firing with my one normal standard beam. You got any bigger health? Uh-oh. Double major? Oh, well, missile and a major. Ice beam, okay. I'll definitely take it. It's not as interesting as I would have hoped, but I mean, it could have been Spazer. And it is a beam. It's always nice to have to start getting better beams. I think I just kind of have to go back this way. I'm trying to avoid looking at the map extra times if I don't need to. Alright, so from here... Oh geez, there's a criteria door too. I don't know if I actually have the stuff I need to beat Croc here. I don't really have ammo. So I think the criteria door is right here. I think I'm gonna go into criteria. Because I'd love to, what I really want to do is get over into that. Ooh, this is actually really, oh, that could be, this could be Fantoon though. It's not Fantoon there. Okay, excellent. And at least having the map right at the start of this makes this a lot less painful. Don't be Fantoon again. Yes. Okay, there's an objective. We've got Crate up there. But that is wave beam locked. I cannot get to Crate unless I can go through Green Hills, and the only way to get there is with the wave beam. So at least we know where Crate is, and it's going to be an unfortunate backtrack. But at this point, I just like, if I had Charge Beam, no problem, we could get that Major from Croc. But I don't have Charge Beam. And I don't think 10 missiles and 5 supers is gonna get me what I need from Croc. I think I'm gonna fail that miserably. Wait. Okay. I mean, do I... try to use a couple... just try to see if I can stumble my way into a gate glitch? How do you do this? You back up. Why is that not working? Didn't work. Want to save at least one of these. I was hoping maybe I could stumble into a gate glitch and then I wouldn't have to worry about coming back to this later. I could just kill Crate here and then I'd be fine. But unfortunately, we will be coming back whenever we find Wave Beam. Really wish that Ice Beam was Wave now. Okay, wrecked ship should, in theory, be pretty small. This should be the smallest zone. Alright, what do we have here? We are... oh, wait. Forgot about that. Ooh, this could work. Okay, we need... so this could be a left map door again. Yep. Well, what, this has to be Fantoon at this point. Doesn't it? And this is a hub zone. It's a left map. Yep, it's Fantoon. I better get this, because I haven't saved in a long time. And a death here would be very, why am I doing this on a work night? Oh, hi, Dinky. Hope you're having a good snuggle. Uh-oh. Open up again, please. That did not go well. Well, I feel like I kind of peer pressured myself there. Well, it was mainly just because I really wanted to do another seed. I really wanted to do a Super Metroid 2, even though I knew I shouldn't, because you don't do this when you have to work the following day. Okay, could really use some health and some missile drops. Okay, both good. Not supers. Supers, you don't want to use supers on Fantoon. It'll go into rage mode. Well, I guess I've got screw attack, so rage mode wouldn't be as catastrophic. Sure, we always get a fast pattern when I've got no missiles to work with. You know what? Screw it. Literally, we're using screw attack right now. The game isn't going to give me normal missile drops. I have no choice. Uh-oh. All right, and Fantoon dead. All right, let's see if hopefully Wrecked Ship has a major and its wave beam, so I can just run back and get Kraid. Okay, so a Wrecked Ship has 3 objectives and a major down there. 2 objectives and a major down there. 2 majors, actually. Can't get that, can't get that. Oh, I didn't know it was called Screw Attack. That's a pretty great name. Ooh, do we have double majors here? Nope. There's the wave beam. I love it. Get out of the lava. Can I even get up there? Uh-oh. This is gonna be trouble. Okay, instead of doing that, we are going to go all the way down and around, because I'm without gravity, I'm pretty much positive that room will lead to a terrible death. Hopefully I'm not soft locking myself down here. Whoops. I can definitely do this. We've got screw attack. There's a save right here. Well, some of them are intentional. Some deaths are intentional. Some of them are... You don't lose a ton of time, but like this one, I don't even remember the last time I saved. It's been a while. Alright, we got our missiles refilled. I'm pretty sure I can get out of here. If I can even just get to the second door. Excellent, but that's not what we want. We need a little bit more of a runway. No! Wait. No, that wouldn't work still. Maybe these are gravity locked. Gravity or high jump boots. I'll give this one more try from this side, and then if not, I'm gonna have to go back, use the wave beam to get to Metroid 2. That was actually a really good one. To get to the Metroid, I mean the Metroid's 4 objective. The Metroid's 4 objective. Nope. Nope, that's not gonna work. Uh-oh. I might need high jump for this. Why am I still trying that? Yeah, if I had high jump boots, getting up there would be no problem. But I don't have high jump boots. Yeah, that's definitely not gonna work. Okay, so we're just gonna go back and leave our objectives again to go back and do something else. At least it's not very far out of the way. Like, it's right here. If this major is either high jump boots or gravity suit. Then we can go back and get those other objectives. If not, we're gonna have to leave and go looking for other stuff. So I really want this to be either gravity or high jump. There's a 40% chance. Actually, probably 50%, because, well, no, actually, because the other major could be that's over after, like, on the other side where you need gravity or high jump to get to is, not, it could be the other one. Like this, you can still get up here with Ice Beam on the fish. Come on, gravity or high jump. Beautiful, okay. Whoops. Actually, do I even need the fish for that? Yes, we do need the fish. Over here, fishy. Where'd you go? Hello, fish. Right, so 41 minutes in, we're finally going to have an objective down. But then before like 50 minutes, we're going to have 3 objectives down. Criteria, we've checked Norfair. Going back to wrecked ship. So Meridia must be our other hub zone. And there's still that major over there by Croc. But the Meridia map is right there if we can take that other wrecked ship exit. So yeah, after this we leave that way and we'll be right by another map. That is definitely the play here. Well, that was just a terrible waste of super missiles. Yeah, at least I made that shot count. Stop blocking my shots with your hand. There we go. Oh, I'd love to go over there, but that's lava dive. Yeah, there's so many things I gotta leave behind here. But we need to go back to wrecked ship. And which objective was Kraid? Kraid was objective 1. Yeah, I don't think I can do... I'd like to try that with Spring Ball, but I don't feel like I'd end up making that. Actually, let's do a quick save here. There, we've locked in the Kraid kill. Yeah, Bobby Heenan was such a great announcer, slash manager, slash basically everything. Yeah, this is fine. Oh, no, it's not fine. Would have been fine if I had momentum here, but I want to grab this missile pack at the top of Gold Chorizo. It's just, if Kraid wasn't one of the objectives, we'd have, like, if it was Dragon instead of Kraid, we could have potentially finished this already if I could have got out of the Dragon room. Well, not finish it already, but we'd be on our last objective and just searching for the ship and Mother Brain. So now I believe I can do this with high jump. Not only that, I think not only can I do this, I believe it might actually be in logic. Well, even if it's not in logic, that's not a big deal. I can still, the important thing is that I can do it. If I can actually land on a platform, of course. There we go, and now we're in toilet. So that is objective 4. Right, so we got to go down and around. This shouldn't be the worst room in the game with space jump and screw attack. This is just a missile pack, but... Okay, so that was objective 3. Am I gonna have to do Spore Spawn to get out of this? I gotta be really careful here, because if I fall in the water... Wait, no, I got grapple. I can get out. I think the safest bet might be to just suck it up and do Spore Spawn on the way out, though. I was like, wait, how am I going to kill these things? And I remembered, yeah, you got screw attack. All right, charge beam gives us the Crocomire Major. I mean, we're still missing gravity, plasma, and spazer. And a bunch of health. Now, this music always reminds me of Plant 42 in Resident Evil. Which, I mean, it's fitting, it's a giant plant. So I wonder what does more damage, a super or that or this beam combination? Probably a super. I know I've seen like really good people hit Spore Spawn with 2 supers at once. Unfortunately, I can't do that. Alright, we might have to use normal missiles if I botch this on the next shot. But I mean, we're 3 objectives in. We've got a map right, hopefully right next to us when we leave this zone and go into Meridia. Really glad that wasn't a super missile one. Hey Minty, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Whoops. That hurt a lot. Holy biscuits. Yeah, if that was a green door, then I'd be running all the way back around because I missed one shot. Alright, so from here we want to go over to the Norfair. No, we want to go to Meridia. Oh, that's the Meridia door we need to take. We need to go erect ship down into Meridia. Wait, what? Not Meridia. Erect ship into Norfair. And then Norfair can take us right over to Meridia if I cannot miss a jump. So from here, we'll take the middle door, we'll refill our ammo, and then we'll fall down. Just in case I run into a green door somewhere. I really do not like this health situation. And I mean, you still gotta fight Ridley. I've only got 5 supers. And this beam combo is not gonna do it. Not without a lot more health. Okay, we can save. And I believe I have to go all the way through the bottom here. Oh wait, this isn't gonna work. It could have worked if the door to the left was, if the door to the left here was not, a water door, that could have worked. So I can't really do anything to get over there right now. Actually, no, that's a, you have to go to that from the bottom. So I have to go through this and not die. All because I failed to realize that there was a... I thought I had an easy path through that. But then I did not pay attention to the room to the left and realized that I couldn't get a running start and jump up from the bottom. So that's unfortunate. Say, is anyone gonna give me some health? All right. So what do we want to do? I guess there's Bryn. Meridia was over there. I suppose it doesn't really matter which way we go here. Actually, I should go do Croc first. No matter what that major is at Croc, as much as I don't want to have to kill Croc, no matter what this major is, it's going to be useful. If it's gravity, then we can go get that other map. Even if it's Spazer, that's going to make the beam a lot stronger. If we run into Ridley in Brinstar with this loadout, there's just no way. But like, maybe if I can get plasma or even a little extra damage out of Spazer, there'll be a chance. I mean, I'd still want a lot more energy tanks, but... Don't want to have to do this, but the game has once again given us no choice to kill Croc's hologram. It's just the hologram. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm not having good luck trying to aim with this wave beam. I had better luck yesterday without wave. Maybe we turn off wave for this fight. Yeah. Had to do it. Yeah, Laura in a Croc suit. I like that. She was trying to make people like her. I mean, I guess the Meridia map is like really close. So if I go back up that way... I mean, the Meridia map is going to be right there once I get into Meridia from that door. And it's a very convoluted, winding path, but it will be right there. And Meridia is a bigger zone than Brinstar, too. And I feel like I haven't made any, like, terrible decisions or anything. But for still not having 3 maps and everything like that, this is, this is not going great when I was hoping to, you know, not be up super late, but I convinced myself, had to do it. Still only 2 tanks. I'm really glad I did go back there to check Croc, though. Hey, Doc, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. It is definitely... I should have been done at, like, 8:15. But I was like, you know, I got an early start. I really want to do a map rando here, and now... Like... Under normal circumstance, I'd say, like, this is... I don't even necessarily think this is a horrible seed. It's been weird. And I feel like I've... Well, maybe... Because I feel like I have played this relatively well. Like, I haven't made any completely off-the-wall routing decisions. It's been a lot of back and forth, but... I still feel like I've done pretty well on this. No idea how close yet. It's really hard to say. It depends on what these other maps and everything are, like where Mother Brain is, where the ship is, where Ridley is, and if I can actually get what I need to beat Ridley. Because right now, that's kind of the big... Well, Ridley and Mother Brain are the big holdups. Batoon. Ship. Another major. It's like, I feel like I gotta go start collecting some of these items, though. Let's see, we go to the top there. We get all of this. We skip Batoon. Actually, I have to do Batoon if I want that tank. With no plasma, we're gonna skip that one. Like, I've got to start collecting resources. And there's no Ridley here, no Mother Brain. Perfect. Really needed that to be a super pack. Yeah, like, I don't think I don't, well, I've got charge, though. So maybe I could do Batoon. So I guess now it's... Well, was there a Torian entrance, or is Torian in Bryn? No, Torian has to be through Brinstar. So if we go back to Norfair, we'll come out... It's kind of the same either way. I completely missed the fact that Brinstar was over there earlier, otherwise I probably would have went there. But I wouldn't have had a lot of good stuff, so it's probably a good thing that I did overlook Brinstar. Alright, so we want to go down, because this is a super pack. It's unfortunately kind of a long route to get there, but... So 15, that's a big jump in ammo already. Alright, and this is Batoon. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, we're going to go up, we're going to grab all that ammo, we're going to come back, we're going to save, and I'm going to try to do Batoon so I can get that other tank. Because I know we're going to be running into Ridley soon, and unless I stumble into Plasma, we're going to be in a world of hurt. Well, even if I do stumble into Plasma, I'm gonna need a lot more supers to do this with the minimal health. So every tank, every reserve is gonna potentially be the difference between dying to Ridley 6, 7 more times and potentially beating the fight all in one go. Excellent. We went from 5 supers to 20 in a really short time period. So doing this resource collection here, yeah, like good players would have just went and finished or left the area entirely, but for me, this was very useful. Unfortunately, we can't go over the way right above Batoon because that's a one-way. But I just saved, so I should have went back and got that missile. Oh well, that's... I refilled my missiles there, oh well. There, that wasn't so bad. Now we can go up and around here. And I prefer a tank, but a reserve is going to be just fine. This still is not a very good amount of health. Okay, so we're gonna save again. Now we're gonna go and work our way over to that Norfair door. We want to go up through the ships. We go down. Let's go to the top, we'll get the X, we'll go down the sand pit, we'll kind of loop back through there a second time. We didn't even need to loop through there a second time. Jeez, this is a really... Did I save here? I guess I just did. The way this all circles around is really confusing me. Okay, so I go... left here. Then we go down. Like, Torian is a pretty small zone, so if we run into that, if like Mother Brain or Ridley isn't in Bryn, hopefully the Bryn map is at least in a decent spot. Because Bryn is going to be a little bigger. I think it's the third biggest. Oh, I can't get through that. So I guess we're going to go down and around here and we'll get the... That works. I was considering, like, just skipping this missile pack, but... And I'm still going to need to break the Zebatites, so... Extra 5 missiles isn't going to hurt me. And this should be pretty quick. Unfortunately, Bomb Teresa wasn't one of our objectives. Oh, I hear the thunder starting. That was a good one, too. I was gonna say, I thought that thing dropped supers. Oh, just power bombs. So here we want to go up, we're going to go get the X, then we're going to go down the left sand pit because there's at least one energy tank. Then we'll end up looping back around up here, we'll repeat this whole thing, and then we'll go down the middle in this room. And then we'll come up there, we can grab that X. I mean, this could end up being 2 tanks, which would be huge. Oh, no, no, no. It was definitely Laura. I love, that's the way it should have been this whole time. Alright, 1 tank, and that's just a missile pack, but still. Ooh, a full refill. Didn't really need the energy part, so hopefully that major over there is plasma. If it's Spazer, I mean, that's still better than the beam combo I had, but it's gonna make Ridley a much bigger pain. I think the full beam combo does like 900 a hit. And I don't know what it does with Spazer. I should really learn those damage combinations. Alright, so I think this one will take us down the middle. Now we go this way. And we get Plasma Beam. That's fine. And it's extra damage, and that's what I'm gonna need against Ridley, unless we fall into Plasma somewhere. Though I'm getting close to having enough supers. Like, if this is a super pack right up here, then that's technically enough for me to use on Ridley. So naturally it'll probably be power bombs. Sweet. See, this has been an awful lot of just running around and collecting resources, but I had to do it. Got another X over here. Let's grab that first. Okay, so we'll get this, and then I think the ammo should be pretty much good. And I'd still like to have another few tanks for Ridley, but... Okay, so now we go left, down, left, and then right. And then left, yeah. This way. I can hear the rain upstairs. Alright, so we go down here. This is Baby Kraid. We don't need to do anything with our Bob, as we learned earlier. see, we go top left, down, and then we go down the middle door there. Oh wow, I almost blinded it. I remember finding that the door to Bryn, and I almost blinded it. But I probably would have just turned around anyway, unless the map was like right there. But I mean, that Bryn definitely wasn't the place to go until the end. Because the Ridley and Mother Brain are there. Well, Bryn leads to... They might not be there. They could be in Torian, or one of them could be in Torian, one of them could be in Bryn. We just have to go down here. Right, and Bryn is starting with the caution door. And an absolutely horrible map. Wow. And geez, at this point, just let me stumble into Mother Brain and Ridley. Oh, this actually might not be terrible. This is Croc Speedway. And that actually took us pretty close to the map. Hey Jet, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Okay, we found Plasma. I should do Mario World one of these days. That is one of my favorite games ever. Right, this could be it. Okay, Big Pink. So this is going to tell us where our map is. Let's... Don't need power bombs. And I'll take a normal missile pack over power bombs. Energy tank? I'm not even going to pick those up. Alright, give us Ridley and Mother Brain. Well, Ridley's in Torian, but Mother Brain's right there. Go up through Harubi. Down left. I guess let's go through the other sand pit. Because there's another tank down there. Yeah, I was considering, probably should have went to bed at 8:15 when I finished the A Link to the Past seed. I was like, you know, I got such an early start tonight. Let's try to work a double rando in, and I mean, like I said, I haven't really been, I don't think I've been playing terribly on this. Maybe it is just this seed being kind of a poop. Well, I mean, I'm definitely going to be happy that I did this when, like, well, actually, maybe things will be better with, the first night of dance tryouts was, tonight, so my oldest daughter is officially not doing dance this next year. So that should free up a lot more time during the week. Because, like, I was starting to run low on stuff to keep posting as long form. Because of how few nights I was, like, only able to be on a couple nights a week. It's like Wednesday nights for Friday the 13th, and then like one night on a weekend. Supers, yes. These were right here. We will definitely grab both of these. Now we are definitely fine for Ridley. Let's see, I want to do the right sand pit. Okay, get out of my way. This will give us one more missile pack, which I don't care about as much. What I'm really after there is the tank or the reserve. I would have preferred a normal tank, but a reserve is fine. I am getting set to post the, normally I kind of do them in order of when I played, but the Game Boy Advance Friday the 13th should be going up on Sunday if everything goes well. Why are we doing that? Just use this bomb. Alright, and down here is Torian. Right, so Ridley has to be in here somewhere. Okay, I do like having the save point right here. In case I do run into Ridley randomly, I don't want to end up dying. Because this is not an amount of health where I'm like, yeah, I can just, I can easily beat Ridley. We're actually going to save that super missile too, just in case. And if I do run into Ridley... Didn't want to grab that. We're still definitely... We won't have to go all the way to the map. Yeah, let's keep going this way. Oh, when the music stopped for a second, I thought that was going to be Ridley. So something's got... That save room has to be on the other side of the wall. Okay, so Ridley is right up there. Yeah, well, I did just save. And there are so many tanks over here. Well, I'm gonna give Ridley a shot. Yep, this is a Super Metroid map randomizer, actually. For a missile pack, I don't think I want to go and do that. I would like to have my health refilled though, so maybe we run over and grab this tank. Assuming it is health. I mean, it could be a reserve, and that's not going to help us much at all. Because I'd have to fill it. Okay, good. So a super pack and another tank. Gotta try to find a place to refill my supers before Mother Brain. Or maybe... Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Didn't even need to use my supers. So really all I have to do now is find a place to get my health back. Wait. This is not... I guess we'll kill these things for now. And that sort of worked. And there are extra tanks over there, but I feel like I should be fine for Mother Brain. I've got the full beam combo. What? It's basically just getting to... Well, actually, let's save after Ridley here. Like, once you get to phase 2, it's just launching 30 super missiles into her face. Well, I am working on trying to get the route matrix randomizer for Mega Man X set up. That's it combines Mega Man X 1, 2, and 3 into one giant game. Kind of like SMZ3, where it combines this and Link to the Past. Okay, so we gotta go. Oh, there's a full refill right there. Actually, maybe we don't take that one. Is there... I guess I could farm in Hoda Ruby. Or we could farm in Big Pink. So I think there's bugs that come out of the floor, and it's Hoda Ruby. Actually, who needs that? So we're almost full now. Thank you, firebugs. Yeah, no, we didn't even need to farm. I mean, if I can get an extra super, awesome. But the health was the bigger concern. Alright, so let's see, we go down through Hoda Ruby. Oh no, there's no bugs that come out of here, it's just dragons. Not that it matters. Jerks. Ooh. I doubt that super is gonna make the difference, but I still wanted it. I really need to learn how to do the Zeb skip. That would be a whole lot of... Like, I could skip so much ammo. Instead of always getting extra to break these and then... Dude, I'm still gonna be done before 10. Alright, where do we go? Oh, that's bad. We can't just go right through there. Okay, What? Okay, so we gotta get to Norfair. And Norfair, right exit of Norfair to Meridia. So way over there. Yeah, she's yeah, my wife has been a huge help with this stuff. I mean, it's a lot easier when the kids don't have anything going on. Like my youngest daughter's tumbling class was canceled tonight because of the emergency. We have a tornado watch and everything, so they canceled her tumbling class. And it really also helps that my youngest daughter really likes it when she's very interested in me coming down here and streaming, because she loves to come down here and say goodnight. Like, that's one of her favorite things. So like every night she's like, Dad, are you gonna stream tonight? I'm like, well, I can try, or it's not gonna work tonight. And if I say it's not gonna work, she gets a little sad. So that helps. Then she's in a good mood, and it makes things easier on both of us. And I've been trying to get my wife to say more. She comes down here with my daughter every time, but she does not. She's very, she does not like to talk or anything like that. She said hi a few times, but normally she just kind of waves and heads upstairs. I have been talking to her about trying to get, what I'd really like to do, she does not want to be on camera. But I'm like, I could set up the thing where it's got my avatar, and my avatar moves its mouth, and she could just talk, and I could sit here and like teach her. She's never, aside from like seeing me play Friday the 13th a few times, she knows nothing about how the game works, and I think it might be really fun to have her play it and sit here and have me try to walk her through what to do and see if she can finish the game. Okay, so we go top middle. Because I think that would be a lot of fun. And it would potentially tell me if, like, how I explain things translates to something other people that have no knowledge of the game can still follow. Wait, what? So this is why that was such a long escape timer. Holy buckets. I mean, I'm really glad I give myself, when you set up the seed, it's like normally it has a certain amount of time it gives you to do the escape, and I give myself a lot of extra time. Alright, which door do we need? Top door, and then weave. Don't lose your momentum, though. Don't jump into a platform on from the bottom. For how ridiculous this path is, I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job. We don't need direct ship, we need Meridia. Up we go. Hey Space Colonizer, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Yeah, I did A Link to the Past, and then I was like, you know what? I want to do a Super Metroid Map Rando too. So ended up doing a Super Metroid seed after, which is really, really dumb because I have to get up at 4:30 for work. So I've got to get up in 6.5 hours, but I got a really early start and I was hoping the seed would be like an hour 15. It was not. This is the wrong direction. We can't do this way. I got to be looking at the map more. I'm trying to lower my map times, because I could save a lot of time on these if I'm not spending like 15 to 20 minutes a seed staring at the map. Okay, so I think from here I had to go up. Yeah, up, and then we go all the way to the right. This map is just ridiculous. Yeah, that's the cool thing about the map, Randall. Like, this one started me in West Ocean. They'll, like, you get it combines all the rooms. Like, it makes a whole new generated world and somehow combines everything in a way that works. I mean, I wasn't fond of the other versions of the Super Metroid Randomizer, but Map Rando is so much fun. 136 is not bad. And I still feel like I think I did this seed pretty well. Maybe it was just a bad seed. Thanks for the GG space. Thanks for the GG's, Kyoto. That wasn't actually clear. I don't know why the in-game timer is so messy. Yeah, I will definitely be getting to bed soon. This is, I mean, it is 10 o'clock. Staying up this late probably wasn't the smartest move. I'm gonna definitely regret this in the morning. But when I have a Link to the Past seed and another Super Metroid seed that I can put in the queue for YouTube, I'll be happy then. Well, that used to be me in college. Like, if I'd go to bed at 6 in the morning, that would be an early night. And I arranged my class schedule so they'd be like all afternoon classes. Well, when I was older, like when I was a freshman and sophomore, you don't really get that option as much. Oh, that's right. I'm sitting there holding X trying to get this to go faster. New Jaws? A new route? Oh, that's awesome. Like, for that, a third of a second in Jaws is huge. So is that pushing human time closer to like the 3-minute mark? So I think, what was it, Slack's time was 3:04 or something. I think there was still definitely some extra Jaws time at the table. Oh, new ending to the death encounter. Okay. You know, those shimmies messed me up so much. 1557, woof. That's not good. Like, I'd always have so much, like... Oh, still need something new? I know, I think, well, yeah, you can buffer the turn on the shimmies, can't you? Like, when you're going down, you can buffer the left. So I think, trying to remember, it's been so long since I last did that, I don't know if I was buffering or not. I'd have to go back and look at my input display. Oh yeah, that cutscene is what, like 7.5 seconds or something like that? And it happens it happens after the death warp again, too. Yep. Yep, yeah, I know some people don't like to do that, but for me, I'm not a partner, so I don't think I've signed anything saying I can, and my understanding was that Twitch was like, well, you can't do anything to hurt the Twitch experience for users. And I get more chat on YouTube, so if I'm talking to people and people on Twitch can't see what's being talked about, I feel like that hurts the Twitch experience. So if Twitch disagrees, oh well, I'll just be on YouTube then. But that's okay. And what, geez, 10 o'clock on the dot. That's actually a really good time. Now I can, well, if I fell asleep as soon as I cut stream, I could get 6.5 hours. That is not going to happen, but we're going to try anyway. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out tonight, everyone. I hope you all have a great night. Stay safe. Get a good night's sleep. We'll not be back tomorrow. My youngest daughter has gymnastics class until 8:45. But we will hopefully be back on Wednesday for Friday the 13th. Oh, the level up scenes, that's right. Where you gotta bring the boat into the port. That's right, yeah, I forgot that the timer, I had the -6 point whatever that would start when I hit start. That's right, it's all coming back now. Yeah, we will hopefully be back on Wednesday. Now, hopefully a little earlier, because I've been getting earlier starts lately. Maybe like 7 Central Time instead of 8. Yeah, thanks again, everyone. And we will hopefully see you next time. And because it's